is more than a city. It's a collection of neighborhoods, each with its own heartbeat. From the corner store to the community centers, historic landmarks to hidden gems. Every ward has a story, and we're here to tell it. Meet the residents, explore the businesses, celebrate the culture, and feel the pride, one ward at a time. This is Welcome to Our Ward, where Cleveland is home. Only on TV 20, our city, our story.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Deborah Gray, your Ward 4 City Council representative. I'm happy to show you around our neighborhood and introduce you to the amazing people, places, and stories that make Ward 4 special. Let's get started.
When I hear welcome to our ward, Ward 4, I think of creative, artistic, live people, a community of strong seniors, businesses.
The phrase, welcome to our ward, means, hey, you crossed that border from that previous ward, you're coming to a vibrant area that's looking at nothing but promise for the future.
When I'm here in Ward 4, I think of me growing up here in Ward 4 and still thriving, and the business coming here every morning, making the seasoning, do the product, and just have a #1 product for people to shop where it pays and bring home the raise. Welcome to Ward 4.
The specialness of Ward 4 is the residents. Long-term, dedicated residents who remained in Ward 4 because this is their home.
I have lived in Ward 4 for 44 years. Oh, 45, because we moved here July 1st. Today is an anniversary day. And what brought us here was because of the school system. We felt that even though we do not have any children, but where there's a good school system, we felt that the neighborhood was more stable.
I've lived here about 42 years. The reason we moved here is because my husband was working at LTV still, and this was closer for him to get to work.
From neighbors who called Ward 4 home for decades to those just beginning their journey, each resident adds to the fabric of the community.
I've lived in Ward 4 for 3.5 years. My wife and I were looking for a condominium after having owned a couple of single-family homes. And we found some of the most attractive and affordable condominiums right here in the Shaker Square area.
The culture and community in Ward 4 are unique. There's a mixture of people from all walks of life here. We're so close to the hospital, so there's a big international population. There's people like me who've lived here a long time, and then there are a mixture of all kinds of races and socioeconomic. It's quite a melting pot.
What we have is a united used for people that have different cultures that remain in this ward because this is their home. They're not moving anywhere. They decided to stay, so this is our lifeline. Then we have Shaker Square. That is your diverse area. You know, we have you have your millionaires, and you have your average income folks, but they love the area, but it's diverse. It's very heavily diverse, but it's beautiful.
Oh, honey, I love Shaker Square, although it has changed a lot since I've been here. It was the place to go.
There's no place like this in Cleveland or greater Cleveland. There's really, it's the second oldest retail square in the United States. So it has age and charm like me.
It is true that Shaker Square is iconic in the city, just like the West Side Market is a fixture there. So Shaker Square is really a solid portion of the city. And historic community, it's on the National Historic Register, and as well as a Cleveland Landmark Commission. And there's a mixture of all walks of life live nearby, walking distance to Shaker Square.
The Van Swearingens, who developed Shaker Square and developed Moreland Courts and opened up Shaker Heights for development, they built a rail line from downtown out to Shaker Square, and that's what is now the blue and the green line.
This means of public transportation is something many in Ward 4 appreciate, each with their own take on the RTA rapid lines.
For me, I think Ward 4 was close to the rapid, close to the bus, so it provides the better transportation for me getting where I need to go from A to B.
And because of the convenience of transportation, this area thrived with housing.
That had a lot to do with its moving here, I think. Even though I worked downtown and I drove, but in case that, you know, I didn't have that car available, I could ride right over there and catch the rapid.
Ward 4 is home to community landmarks like the historical Luke Eastern Park and Zelma George Recreation Center. Places where the residents come together to stay active, connect, and celebrate neighborhood pride.
Luke Eastern Park, I mentioned earlier, it's the largest municipally owned public park in all of Ohio. And it's almost comparable to a state park. It's so prominent, so large.
I've been around since the early 1900s, and then during the mid 1900s, they changed it from Woodhill Park to Luke Eastern Park because of our baseball player, Luke Eastern. We have a head statue in the park of him because he played baseball for the Cleveland Indians.
if you would talk to people who've been here for years, you would truly understand how that park is important to us, to our children who grew up, played basketball, what have you there. So I think it's important to lots of people that they would come back and just review it.
This is our huge landmark here in Ward 4, is the park, and hundreds of people come here every day, hundreds. They stay here from the time, from 9:30 until the time is closed at 9:30. So this is a center landmark that people really enjoy to come to be entertained.
One thing I love about living in Ward 4 are the Saturday bike rides that have started, Bike Your Neighborhood bike rides put on by Bike Cleveland. And I have visited more places now through those bike rides than I had ever visited before. We go to Luke Easter Park and Zelma George Center there, and all kinds of, I'm really getting to know Ward 4 better, really through those bike rides.
We have the rec center right here that we're in right now, Zelma George. That is historical. Zelma George was ambassador. She represents a strong Black woman that she invested in our community. So every year we honor Zelma George in Black History Month and give her resolution and honors to what she brought to this community and what she left in the community. So this could be a staple for different type of programs can exist in this ward for the youth, for the kids, for the senior citizens, for anything that we could do. Small businesses are the heartbeat of every ward, providing not just goods and services, but a sense of identity and community.
It is an honor to be part of a legacy. My grandfather started Ray's Sausage, and it's an honor, a blessing, to be able to take his business to the third generation.
A lot of our long-term businesses that's been here before I even moved to the neighborhood, they remain to stay in our community because people engage with those particular stores and businesses that you need to go out and shop or have to go out to shop and to serve.
73 years, we'll be 74 this October 13th. And he started it with my uncle Luke Easter, the baseball player. Yep, he started it with him and Jimmy Wilson and Eddie. What makes Ray's Sausage and South Meat different from the other businesses is the love and dedication and pride that we put into our product. And it's the seasonings. It's all with love. I do the seasonings.
We have Henry's Cleaners on Kinsman. That's a staple.
Our history started over 50 years ago where my grandfather took over the business from a previous owner. He started the business within our family back then, and we've been going ever since. The services that we offer here are dry cleaning. We do dry cleaning on the premises. We do starch items, but we send those out. We also do embroidery, which we brought that in maybe about a little over 10 years ago that we actually do embroidery on the premises.
Beyond the services they provide, business owners across Ward 4 share a common pride, loving what it means to be part of this community.
Being in Ward 4 here with Ray's Sausage means a lot because my grandfather started it. I live in Ward 4. I work here in Ward 4. I love to employ people from Ward 4.
A lot of our customers are repeat customers, so we have really developed a more than just a customer base. These are friends. When they come in, we have many conversations where they come in, and I watched kids grow up. I watched customers pass, and their children are still continue to come. So I believe we are community based, and we have friends in this community, in this ward.
The community here in Ward 4 is a very rich community, meaning in business.
I highlight some of the businesses. We have the Fresh Farm on Woodland. Been here over, I think, 65 years. We have Maselli Cheese on Buckeye. You know, that's a staple. We have Mount Pleasant Barbecue on Kismet. Been here over 70 years. You know, we have, I'll take you over to Shaker Square. You know, we have a lot of different restaurants that's been there for a long time. You know, but we have Zanzibar, we have Cafe Indigo, you know, we have Dave's Supermarket. Those particular are staples in our neighborhood. Along with supporting local businesses, Ward 4 is also looking ahead. The new development projects on the horizon. We've got developers that's coming in that's going to renovate the 2 schools that we have here. We have Audubon and we have Mount Auburn, and that's in the middle of the on Martin Luther King Road. I've talked with developers. We're working with Forum right now, and they're going to turn those 2 school buildings into one is going to be a senior citizen and veteran apartment unit, and the other school is going to be a family home unit for families. So we're already working on that. As new development unfolds, Ward 4 growth is guided by the dedication of its residents.
By coming together, we can shape a bright and strong future.
This community fought and spoke up to say, I want my voice to be heard. And that was vital. So that's why we're still here, remaining as a family unit of residents that love their community.
Ward 4, the Mount Pleasant area, has been here, it's going to be here, and it's only one way to go, and that's up.
Thank you for joining me on this trip through Ward 4. We saw people, businesses, places that mean a lot to our neighborhood. Ward 4 has a strong past and a bright future. The people here work hard and care about their community. Thanks for being with us. We will keep sharing stories from around Cleveland. Every ward has a story, and we're here to tell it. See you next time.